Or the classical Steam censorship. Why is Ainz even questioning why Yuri is nearby? Because Yuri is just living right inside his eyes in the first place. Welcome back, any fans, to another episode of Even Given the Worthless Appraiser class, I'm actually the strongest. Previously, when we left off, Yuri has finally joined up with one of her sister, the seed where the Yggdrasil has split, and joined with our protagonist. I think it's called Ainz. And for some reason, the guy who betrayed him followed him to the dungeon, and turned out he didn't die in the dungeon, and realized that Ainz is really a very good guy. Why is he doing that, I'm not really sure, but maybe in this episode we will find out his fate then. I guess the author has really had no idea of what to do with his story, and then it's just like bullshitting his way through and figure it out as he go. Because there's a lot of like random plot hole in the story, you know. Well, without further ado, I would like to thank Asia for streaming this anime, and let's get started, shall we? So apparently the gay guy who liked Jewel is like a very famous person in this world, but like given his status, is it because of his riches or something? Well, they didn't really explain much, right? In the first place, why is Ainz like being such nervous being inside the guild hall? It's like he is the strongest guy, he should be full of confidence, right? There's nothing should be troubling him in the first place. Or is it because it's due to his low self-esteem from previously appraiser class before he gets power? Maybe that's the case, huh? Yeah, maybe that's the problem. Because the rank is F, that's why no one's believing that he's actually very strong. Well, given how the guild, as in the guild clerk is responding, nobody trusts him, you know. Isn't this what I said previously with the villain? It says that, oh wow, Asia's symbol is coming out. Anyway, as I said, yeah, nobody will believe that maybe he actually steal from someone or something. Like, since he really betrayed someone, I'm talking about the villain, right? And at the first episode. But now this is thrown into our protagonist here too, on Ainz. Wait, for some weird reason, the guild master give off the very tomboy light with the haircut, but at a very feminine body though. It looks like a real villain in disguise though. And now the guild clerk is afraid for her life. Well, you're not supposed to judge people by their book cover, right? Isn't that what most services do? Well, I hope you guys don't really judge sometimes people who are down on their lucks. Bad on them, because sometimes, you know, there's really like, unless if you see them really do like some druggies or something, then maybe it's another story, but hopefully that's not the case. I feel like the author, just as previously in the last episode, just want to create a harem, right? Even the guild master is a female. She's blushing for no reason, man. They didn't really explain how the hidden dungeon really work and how impressive it is, so I can't really empathize or like speculate how it is. Because yeah, we know it's a hidden dungeon, but we don't get an explanation. Is it very difficult or is it just impressive? Because it's just a hidden dungeon, right? What? So I found hidden food under my fridge is pretty impressive or something. Why is Ainz even questioning why Yuri is nearby? Because Yuri is just living right inside his eyes in the first place. Or the classical Steam censorship. But here we have something impressive though, like the full melon or something. Wait, the cleavage just disappears for suddenly, and it just came back. What's going on, man? Like, do we really need censored? Well, but if you're judging by YouTube case, usually it's like a 50-50, you know. Ursula looks more like a man in some way because of the shortness and her haircut, you know. I just realized I didn't move to the side when I started the video. Well, I guess a bit of editing will fix that. So every Yggdrasil's tree spirit, like a child, has their own guardian, which is technically their children. 7 of them. I guess we're getting a more lore drop now. I feel like they're taking a lot of inspiration from ReZero though. Even naming is like similar. Wait, what does it feel like? He's gonna be like a human sacrifice or something to revive the main Yggdrasil tree. As I was saying, like, you know, it's just like what is it? Jujutsu Kaisen when Yuji just eating all the Sukuna's finger. This is the same premise where he's just gathering all the Yggdrasil gem or something, to fuse together inside his body, and then just shattered him to retrieve the whole gemstone, you know.
いや、知りませんけど。
I just realized like we are halfway through the anime and there's no opening, you know. Wow, I thought it was a budget anime. I guess it's not. They suddenly wanted to splurge on this episode.
君がギルドと関わりたくない。
Then after watching for what is it called? The Apothecary Diary, Jasper's voice is the same voice as Jinshi, man. The sexy man voice. You know, there's a weird thing that happens in anime that everybody seems to just trust the main character or something. It's not like he really proved himself or he just slayed a bunch of high-ranking monster. It doesn't mean that it's necessary that he can pass an SS rank quest, right?
九州か。ならアビリティ。
Man, the terrain must be very different, man. It's just one side they will be like fighting in the forest and suddenly a few kilometers away or miles away, it became a living hell on the desert.
こいつが。
Oh, if the monster can talk with you, wait, Behemoth is a dragon? I don't think so. I thought Behemoth is gonna be like some kind of monster, like a big four-legged monster. Because that's what I learned from the Behineko, if you call it. Created by Dragon. But if you can communicate with the Behemoth, can't we just talk this through peacefully or something? You know, I completely don't doubt that Ain can actually defeat him because he's never actually been in trouble, right? Except in episode 1 where he was pretty much of a loser without his power, but now with all this buff that he's received, he became so overpowered, so I'm not really very worried for him. See, every time when you first see something that you have never seen before, why did Ice never use his super appraiser skill to analyze the skills? That's like a really big plot hole in the anime, don't you think? Yeah, I'd rather watch like if Firen's before story, you know, where actually he may travel to slay the Demon King. I want to watch that though. I think that would be more interesting, right? No, with Monster Hunter coming out, just remember of the sand shark that's swimming inside the sand. Well, you know, your parents always say, remember to chew your food. But he didn't actually chew his food. He just one mouse tried to swallow him. Of course, he's gonna lose his whole head, right, or something. Oh, that's a pretty lame fight, isn't it? Because he did really showcase his skills. He just like simply wipe the monster off like nothing. Well, I guess he's just gonna analyze his body and just absorb rest of the skill like Rimuru from the slime anime, the slime isekai. Well, at least Ain is good enough to say that the mistake that he's just made, because he really just underestimate his opponents, you know. Yeah, it seems sometimes you stand on the very top, you forget how to fight someone with your own strength, right? Oh my god, the anime just want to give some character development but don't know how to do it. That's why they're doing it in this way. Oh, I wasn't wrong about him absorbing all the skill like Rimuru, you know. How did the princess father came here so fast in the first place? Why nobody talk about how he actually slayed a behemoth and no one talk about it? What, he didn't report to the guild master or anything? Man, that's like, is it somewhere because like the anime cut off a certain part in the manga or something? I feel the king doesn't feel like a really king. It feels like your uncle that recently come and visit you or something, like a long lost uncle. Oh my god, if I can skip forward 10 seconds, I would have skipped forward 10 seconds, but I'm watching it live right now. Wait, so they cut out the whole anime opening just for the fight for the behemoth, and they didn't even really do a very good job. It just ended like maybe wrap it up in just a minute or something, just for the character to acknowledge that, oh my god, I'm so weak, but it's thanks to the tree spirit, the Yggdrasil, and helped by the rest of the spirits. That's why I'm strong. Therefore, I'm strong. Is this like Jujutsu Kaisen reference? What is the king even talking about? Even if the power did consume him and he became evil, is there anything you can stop him? I don't think there's anyone in the world can stop him, right? Maybe just the tree spirit or something. But yeah, the king can say, well, I give you power of my land, can you just stop killing people, please? I feel like king just come here like a MacGuffin or something, just to give him something, a plot device to advance the plot, you know. That's exactly what I'm saying, Heinz. The king is here to give you something so you can proceed your journey only. No, now at least we know what happened to the bad guy. Well, there's only two ways he can go, right? One is he gets stronger, or someone powerful is gonna make a deal with the devil or something. Is this where I know the deal with the devil? Oh, it's so predictable, man. Well, at least we know. Is this the ending or is it? Oh, now I have a lot of questions, you know. Why is the first sister, Akina, is actually a bad person? Or is it actually even a bad person? I'm not sure. I mean, this is the ending, right? Yeah, or opening. I can't tell. I don't remember. I usually just skip through. Who doesn't, right? Next is, what? Are they really trying to reunite all the Yggdrasil crystal though? Like, eventually, I mean that eventually they have to fight Akina or something, right? Because she's holding on to one of the crystal, and if you want to reform the whole Yggdrasil tree or something, you need her help, right?
VS ゾイド
Now from the after credits, not really say after credits, next episode preview, you just say that he's fighting Zoid, which mean I think it's the bad villain guy, right? So he gonna get power, maybe turn into a monster or something, lose himself. If he does turn into a monster, he lose his life over there. If he don't, he finally learn a lesson to work hard or something and call it a day for the episode. Well, that's it for this anime. There's nothing much to talk about because it's really just, you know, you watch it and you forget about it. Guess that's it for this anime. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next episode.